Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone's doing good. Remember, it's New Release Tuesday. We went over to that yesterday. Not a lot. There's really nothing I really need this week. Dark City re-released by Arrow. I can wait for the next Arrow sale, so there's not a big push on that. And that's it. But I did let you all know that, hey, my library store was having a half-off sale starting today through the 26th. They got to move some stuff because they get a lot of donations every day, pretty much. And every now and then, they got to do a good half-off sale. And I've had good luck finding, dollar CDs, DVDs, etc. Some things might be like $4 or $2. It just depends. And I've gotten free books from there that they were just going to throw away. You'd be surprised what people donate and are pretty funky, or they, a loved one has passed away and, they just want to get rid of it. So, but yeah, so that was on my list today. I went by Goodwill. They have nothing. So, that took my recycling, got my $20 bill out. I did spend $20. $2 of that was a book you don't care about. But I did score with CDs and DVDs as per my picture there. So, first thing, because my taste in music is all over the place, crazily, this is Arthur Murray's Music for Dancing, still sealed. Mambo, rumba, samba, tango, merengue. I love this stuff. It is still sealed. I scanned it. It's worth like $10. There's plenty listed online on eBay. None have sold. So this will probably just stay in my collection. I love this. Being a Gen Xer, I was brought up on the music of the early 70s. So America's greatest hits. If you're not familiar with them, Horse with No Name, Sister Golden Hair, just so great. Now, somebody had just donated these, and along with these others, I was digging, and this other guy got the rest, which I hate, because I would have loved to have looked at them to see if I did want them. But there were several others of these sounds of the 80s. I did grab 1982, which was a very good year. I mean, come on, Mickey by Tony Basil, Who Can It Be Now, Men at Work, Eye in the Sky, Alan Parsons Project, REO Speedwagon, The Motels, Flock of Seagulls, baby. Ugh, I would have loved to get the rest. But that's part of the fun. You pay 50 cents. And chances are I already have a lot of those songs across my collection, whether it be the individual artists' CDs, their greatest hits, or other compilations. Hence, we're going to get into more compilations here in a sec. But the 80s, 82, I'll take it. I might come across the others later. And these are put out by Time Life Music back in 94. So, I do love the cover art. That's pretty cool. The Cars, Michael McDonald, Laura Branigan, Tommy Two-Tone, Hall & Oates. The best. Now, next up, another Time Life set. The Heart of Classic Rock. And they have different themes. Heart of Classic Rock, Rockin' Me, Keep on Lovin' You, and Hot Blooded. So, I mean, they're 2 discs each. And, I mean, you've got Styx. Oh, my God. Sister Golden Hair by America again. Fleetwood Mac, Doobie Brothers, Meatloaf. Jer Rafferty. Oh my God. Journey. Cheap Trick. Seals and Crofts. Chicago. I mean, you're talking the 70s exploded right here. So that's pretty awesome. So I love compilations because you're not stuck on one artist, but you're getting it's like your era that you remember listening to the radio. I wish you could just get collections of the songs and like old radio air broadcasts from when you were growing up. Like, let's listen to the radio. Oh God, the best. Now this other is another Time Life set. I got 4 of them. Classic soft rock. classic soft rock, More Than a Feeling. Summer Breeze, California Dreaming, and Into the Night. So, I mean, you've got Elton John, Bonnie Tyler, Michael McDonald, Bread, The Rembrandts, Dr. Hook, Bertie Higgins, Key Largo. So, I mean, just these compilations, great, like, are the best. ELO, Kenny Loggins again, Billy Joel, Hall & Oates again, Air Supply. So, I mean, these are so great. So, however, the big thing with the CDs, like I said, 50 cents each. The next ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And these were the find. 9 CDs. Someone had donated their entire Weird Al Yankovic. Holy crap. I mean, you've got even worse. I don't think I have a Weird Al CD, which is crazy. That's what I'm thinking. Dare to Be Stupid, which is my motto. Alapalooza. Bad Hair Day. The TV album. What? That's crazy. Poodle Hat. Running with Scissors. I guess self-titled Weird Al, which is pretty freaking cool. And the Food album with Fat. I mean, Eat It. Oh my God. I mean, how freaking awesome are these? The entire, like, what? I mean, I love Weird Al. I don't know why. I might have one of his CDs, but without digging through binders around, I don't have a way to tell. So that's pretty freaking awesome, man. Oh my God. Weird Al. So I cannot complain. I got an awesome selection of music CDs today. Just to add to the collection. Oh my God. So great. This is yay. So I was not disappointed. I always go in with an open mind because, like with Goodwill, I have zero expectations of finding anything. Goodwill is the worst. I mean, I have found some stuff before, but at least the one here, they opened another one in Northport, and it's smaller, but yikes. I mean, everything is really old and junk. And this one's okay. I have found, like I said, shirts. Media can be hit or miss, definitely. It's just whatever gets donated or they truck in from another area. So, it is what it is. So that's why I do not depend on them. The library store, at least it's donations, and they use those donations. Whereas Goodwill, their CEO makes like millions, so whatever. And then they use cheap special needs labor. So it's like, which is really angers me. But, what do you do? But, DVDs. So we've covered our CDs. Now this one, I had ordered this off eBay years ago, and somehow the order got lost, and the person refunded me. I love Barbara Stanwyck, and I loved the show Big Valley. So somebody donated season 1, which is pretty freaking awesome. I don't have it. I never got it. So it was $4, but half off, $2. So Big Valley, season 1. I don't usually do Westerns. That's like, I'm not a huge Bonanza fan. But, I mean, Barbara Stanwyck on here, and like Lee Majors, and Linda Evans from Dynasty. So one of her early roles, which is pretty cool. So, but I love Barbara Stanwyck. She is just a classic, grand dame. She was abroad. So she didn't give, she's Barbara Stanwyck, Lauren Bacall, they were the ones that were just like, they just didn't give a crap. They were kind of independent. They knew, the bossy ladies, which, pretty awesome. So I love those women. That's why I love like Martha Stewart. She's just, you know, I always find it wild that a man being, you know, he's a man. He's just Mr. Assertive, and that's good in a man. But a woman being assertive, she's a B. Such a freaking double standard. No, I'll tell you right now, women could fix this country. So let's just leave it at that. All right, next up, one of my favorite Disney movies ever. I do have the Blu-ray, The Rescuers. Bob Newhart, Eva Gabor. Just doing the voices. I love this movie. Also, The Rescuers Down Under from the late 80s. I mean, usually kid DVDs are terrible. This one's like mint. So, there was like a double case of each Pollyanna and The Parent Trap. I already have those. I had them pulled. I had to check my app and make sure I have not put this stuff in the app yet. So, and then a lot of these DVDs, you know, I'm showing you are going to be probably stuff you've never heard of before. So, but that's when you just never know. However, Ed Wood, I didn't have this already. I love this movie, but I kind of thought, I think I did, and many moons ago, I sold it when I sold a chunk of my collection to pay bills. This was 15, 16 years ago. Ed Wood DVD. Speaking of dames, grand dames, the only reason I don't care for John Wayne, but Katharine Hepburn and Rooster Cogburn, come on. I love Katharine Hepburn. She was her own person. So, yes. And it's still sealed from Walmart. So, 50 cents, part of my Katharine Hepburn movies. So, this other one is X-Library Edition. Benjamin, a film by Simon Amstel. Romantic comedy. LGBTQ+, of course. Awesome. So, give it a shot. 50 cents. For the love of God, I hope it at least has a happy ending. I can't stand, you know, a romantic movie and it's just, you know, like it falls apart at the end. That's just the worst. The next one, I could have sworn all these years I had a copy of The Princess Bride. All this time, I checked the app. I do not. Not even the DVD, which even on a good day is fairly inexpensive at work. So that means probably my next Criterion purchase will be The Princess Bride. DVD was 50 cents. Every now and then there's something like that flies under my radar. I just kind of assume it's already in my library, which is wild. So I will, with the half off for Criterion. So Princess Bride, and then next week, Eyes Wide Shut. So Princess Bride. Just such a great movie. Oh. Now this one is an X-Library. And anytime I see WB Warner Brothers Archive Collection, you grab it. So this one's The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn with Mickey Rooney. Never seen it, but I love Warner Archive stuff because it's stuff that you normally would not see. And the disc looks pretty decent. It needs a wipe, but other than that, and with these, you know, they're manufactured on demand from Warner Brothers. So anytime I see those, even when it's like this, grab it. So the other, Tap with Gregory Hines and Sammy Davis Jr. I remember watching this on HBO many moons ago. So with the late great, both late great Gregory Hines and Sammy Davis Jr. So can't wait to watch that again. This one, Andrew Lloyd Webber's Love Never Dies. Basically a sequel to Phantom of the Opera. Look, it's 50 cents. So, and I'm a whore for a deal. So, why not? Now, this one looked really good. Weather Girl. for me, the biggest selling point was Caitlin Olsen from, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's got Mark Harmon. Oh, good God, that looks like a Photoshop job. Look at that forehead. What is going on with that? Oh, Mr. Shoop. Whew. But, I mean, it's an rental from Movie Gallery. Again, 50 cents. The other, Crazy in Alabama with Melanie Griffith. Oh, that has been a minute. I had to check. I thought I had this in my library, but apparently not. Now I do, so I've got to scan it into the app. Another ex-library rental. Grace Jones, Bloodlight and Bamel. I love Grace Jones. She is who she is, and that's just the best thing. So I'd never heard of this intimate, eclectic, and downright ecstatic. So even has an audio commentary with her. So that's pretty awesome. So, and it's like 2 hours. So Grace Jones, she's a badass. So 2 to go. This one, Gigantic. Never heard of it, but I do love me some Paul Dano and Zooey Deschanel and John Goodman. But Zooey Deschanel, New Girl, so good. Paul Dano and Batman, wow. So, but he's good in everything. So he's one of my favorites. Oh, and it's still, it's open but still sealed. That's pretty cool. So yeah. And last but not least, my love for classic movies. I love Doris Day. She's one of my great Golden Age stars. Calamity Jane with Doris Day and Howard Keel. It's pretty awesome. So I had to check. I have 2. I don't have it in the collection. There's like 2 Doris Day sets I have, and this is not one of them. And disc is mint. So, hey, cannot go wrong. I mean, $20. Like I said, now some of these I'll be moving into, like, this is this thing here. That is a DVD or CD holder. It's a drawer that pops out, has little sleeves in it, like, then they hang. So that might be, because then I can just get rid of some of these cases. And then I'm going to check them and make sure any that need a wipe down. But it's been a pretty good productive day. And then I went and bought groceries. So I had to hit up the Aldi. So I'm stocked. Actually, food-wise, main thing, I've got enough food to make it through next Tuesday night. And then Wednesday morning, I get up and go to Mother's for Thanksgiving. And then I have to come back Thanksgiving afternoon, evening, in order to come back and open Black Friday at work early into AM. Going at 7. So, yeah. So that way, kind of plan ahead. And then when I come back from Mother's, I will have plenty of leftovers for several days. So I take my containers. You should as well. Because, I mean, hey, we don't waste no food. Because, I mean, you just don't. So, yeah. But, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. So, yeah, if you, like I said, you have a local library store, support it. They got some great deals. I mean, for a half-off sale, not too bad. But, a lot of the stores do run great sales sometimes. And that's the good thing. You never know what you're going to find. So, that's pretty awesome. So, but, yeah. Now I've got to scan these into my app, into the library. So now I know what I got. And, yeah. And that's it. Get the stuff sorted, scanned in. And I'm done for the day. So, yeah. So, with that being said, hope you all have a good rest of the day. You end your workday well. You get you something good to eat for dinner. Chill out tonight. Watch some YouTube, whatever. If there was a new release you got, let me know what you're going to get today. What of those titles? So, yeah, you felt like you just had to get today because, like I said, nothing I can't wait on. Because as we go now into... with next week, hopefully there'll be some good, physical media deals, some DVD, 4K, Blu-ray 4K deals. And if you see a great deal, get it. Because, it might be a minute. So, or wait. Try and be good. I've been good so far this month. I've tried. So definitely far less than previous months. So let's just leave it at that. So anyway, that's all I got for today. I'm going to get this taken care of. You all get some rest. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hope the rest of your work day goes well. If you're not at work, enjoy the rest of your day. Chill out. Have you a good dinner. And I will see you all tomorrow.